God, when He show you tough love, it hurt, but He not doing it to hurt you. Your feelings may be hurt, but that's about it. He not doing it to harm you. But how many of them tough lessons you came out on the other side, and you be like, "Shoo, I'm glad I went through that."
You self love yourself, no matter what nobody else say or think or feel about you. It ain't that. It's about the love you have for yourself.
Self love, yes, is about what you think and how you feel about yourself. But that don't mean go out there and disrespect others.
Welcome back to another episode of Three Hearts and One Beat. I'm Lee,
And I'm Kim.
And I'm V.
and today's y'all, our video is gonna be about accepting love. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that like, that share, that subscribe, and that post notification bell so you can keep all our most recent content videos. And thank you guys for watching. Let's begin this episode. You smiling kind of hard over there, huh, girl? You accepting my love already?
Already, I always have some.
Um,
So,
Go ahead, sis.
with accepting love, I feel like it start with God first.
Right.
Because once you understand the love He have for you, and then as you grow, you understand that His love is unconditionally.
Mm-hmm.
So as you start loving yourself, it's like a love that you never noticed, was there. Of course, your moms love you, your dads love you, your sisters, brothers, and so on. But God's love, that's another type of love.
That's true. That love is like, I would tell anybody that's the best love because loving God will also teach you how to love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And loving God will also show you how you're supposed to be loved by anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone. It shows you not to just accept anything. Don't accept, oh, they just did this. When God love is so overbearing,
Mm-hmm.
it's like no love could ever top that.
Right.
And it's
That's
not
the
that
greatest love to have is God's love.
right. His unfailing love is like He love us through everything, all our mistakes, all our fumbles, all of that. And there's no judgment. It's basically He understand you human. I love you for who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not just what you could give Him. It's about He love you for you regardless.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, God love is the best love you can have because it's how would I say, you don't have to worry about it or none of that because you know God loves you no matter what. He loves
Mm-hmm.
you and stuff. But now human love, man love, that's a different story. It's like you got to know it, love when you see it or you feel it, and it's got to be genuine. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to say you love me, but do something else. Do
Mm-hmm.
something to show that you don't love me. In my eyes, that's not love.
Right. And love, like how I always told y'all once before, when it comes to human love, if someone hurt you
Mm-hmm.
and you let them know, like, yo, that kind of hurt me, that didn't sit well with me or whatever, they not gonna do it again. They go try their hardest not to do it. They probably will hurt themselves before they hurt you. But if they continuously doing it and do it over and over, that's not love. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I had to, once I kind of learned that, and it all comes from me growing my relationship with God and
Right.
learning His love for me.
Right.
So, and once you get to that point in life and you realize, like, God's love, because I ain't gonna say most people in the world then got chastised some way or form by God.
Yep.
And you
Oh
Oh,
may
yeah.
not like it,
couple of times for me.
but and people look at it like, if there's a God, why He caused this to happen, why He caused that to happen. You have a mom and a dad, and you the child, and you still do things on your own. Say if your parents, for instance, tell you not to go outside and play. while I'm at work? How many people actually went outside and played while their parents was at work and something happened? That's the same way when God's when God chastising you, he's your father. So he may send signs for you not to go this way or not to do that or not to do this, but you ignore them all. So you think he want to do it? No. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to. He sent us all like our signs and everything. And that's just his love. But just like with our earthly parents, we have to get chastised for doing, I'm going all off topic here because I'm going into something way different. But basically, he love you. Even when you going through something bad or something horrible, the same way your earthly parents love you, he still love you, is what I was trying to say.
Right. Love don't mean pampering you. Love
Right. I
don't
think
mean
that's what people get it
yeah, love don't mean I'm gonna go easy on you. No, tough love. Like that's a real thing. Like God, when he show you tough love, it hurt, but he not doing it to hurt you. Your feelings may be hurt, but that's about it. He not doing it to harm you, but how many of them tough lessons you came out on the other side and you be like, "Shoo, I'm glad I went through that."
Right.
And now I know better. And then when you see it again, it's like, God, I'm so happy you brought me through that 3 years ago, so now I ain't gotta face that now.
Right.
So many lessons that you have learned in your past and to help you in your future. It's tough love. He got to give you tough love. How many times, like in life, your mama tell you, give you advice and tell you something, or your dad will give you advice and tell you something. But I ain't gonna even say my dad. I love my dad, but he don't give me no good advice. I'm gonna be honest. Your mama will give you good advice. Or my sister didn't give me good advice, and I'd be like, Or I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna take it under consideration, but don't let people advice be pressure to make your final decision, because that's also a thing too. Like your final decision have to be your final decision. You could take other people's stuff into perspective, advice into perspective, but that don't mean you love them less because you didn't take the advice completely.
And vice versa. That doesn't mean because they didn't take your advice that they love you less.
Right, exactly. So tough love is a real thing, but it's like that's all about it's different types of love out there.
But we talking about accepting love.
Right. That's accepting the tough love. Like you accepting you want the genuine love. But I'm the type of person, give me tough love too, because tough love is gonna put me, I feel like it'll set me up for something better. Which is the genuine love would too. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be able to tell the difference between different type of loves that's out there. Because some loves is people will love you for what you could do for them. That's not a real love. That's
Right.
just them wanting something. They love what you could, like I just said, they love you
Love
for what you could do for them. So that's not a love. So when you just have to know the difference. And it's not always easy because you could get fooled. You know what I'm saying? But accepting love, like something I said I wanted to do this year, was show love to a lot of people. Like I think in our day's time, I see like a lot of homeless people on the street. They've been there, but it's like the more and more you see, even to homeless animals on the street, the more and more you see, the more and more it hurt. Because it's like you can't believe that somebody got to sleep outside on the dirt, on a cardboard box, on the dirt, in the cold, in the rain, and when it's 110 degrees outside, they outside. Like I feel like we should all be displaying love to any and everybody that we can. Will everybody accept it? No, but that don't mean you stop, because God give us his unfailing love each and every day. When he wake you up, he love you. Not saying when he don't wake you up, he don't love you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, but when he wake you up, that's that unfailing love to know that he has something, and you have to learn how to accept that. He'll send his angels to you just to see if you go accept that. Like the other day, we was in a store. I had to pick up on a whole bunch of waters. I think I had like 2 or 3, but they had this old lady standing. When I say older, I ain't gonna say old, elder lady standing right there, and she just was standing there because she was looking for a worker to come and get it. And I was like, and she needed 3 of them. I was like, I got you.
Right.
As much as I don't like lifting them, I was like, I got you. I'll put them in there for you. No, I ain't look for nothing. She was like,
Right.
thank you, love. Thank you so much, baby girl. And I was like, you're welcome. And I walked away. It's like, that's the love you have to start showing the people, because it's like just something that simple. You know what I'm saying? But then,
Right.
of course, my mind went to, now when she get home, maybe she got somebody that's going to help her take this out the cart. You know, yeah, that's what my mind went to after I put it in the cart for her. Because for her to be an elder lady, I don't like my own mama lifting up on heavy
Right.
water. With somebody that look like they old enough to be my mama. You think I want to,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, lifting up on some stuff like that? So,
That happened the other day when we was in the store, but what happened was I was getting our water
yeah.
and I had picked up, and as I was turning around, they had an elderly lady standing like at the couple of waters down. And this young man just ran across the looked like he was with his wife, girlfriend, or whatever. He just ran from by the freezers, and he just ran by and was like, ma'am, how many you getting? I got it. And she was like, oh baby, you so nice, but I'm getting 2 of them. And he was like, okay, where you want them at? And he put them in the cart.
Right.
And he was like, make sure you get somebody to help you put them in your cart.
Right.
You know, so, and that's all. You know, people will say that's respect or whatever, but that's when you have love for others in your heart. So you don't mind sharing it, something as simple as that.
And that's not a hard task to do, to help somebody, to that's just displaying love. Like, God put us here to help each other. No, he ain't put us here like, well, he put us here to help each other, but it's not, oh, unless you could do this for me, I'm gonna do that for you. That's
Right,
not
that's not,
love.
no.
That's just you looking for somebody to give you something in return. Now when I
Basically, I
help,
can't do nothing for you unless you do something for me.
right, that's not love. Like,
Right.
what kind of love is that ain't even love. I ain't gonna say what kind of love that is, because that ain't
That's
even
more of
love.
that's manipulative, dictatorship, all that wind up going into one
Right.
loop bullying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't do nothing for you unless you do something for me. So now you're not gonna help nobody and that's how some people become billionaires. Like, you'll have somebody, a billionaire, and their company making billions, but they paying their workers 7, 8, 9, $10 an hour. So in other words, but let's keep going.
Yeah. So and it
It's,
also,
go ahead.
I'll go ahead. You need to say something?
I was gonna just say, yeah, like accepting, like this, that's the subject, accepting love. I'm gonna bring up something. What I know with me, this part is me. I am not a very affectionate person. Like
That's why you got me.
sometimes y'all will come and mainly Ronnie want to hug and kiss and wrestle and stuff. I know that's love and stuff, but sometimes I'm not, always in the mood for that affectionate stuff.
Never.
But sometimes I am and stuff, but I know that's part of that,
So sometimes you am, my lady. That what you gonna tell the
Sometimes I
camera?
do. Yeah, I am gonna tell the camera that
To
sometimes I
defend,
do.
to defend what my mama is saying, I love my sister to the core, and yes, she is a very affectionate person, and I'm a little bit more affectionate than my mom, but not as affectionate as this one over
You
here.
making it sound like it's a disease. Affectionist.
She come at you like you will be sitting out quiet watching TV. Come here, let me rub on you. Let's get a hug. Let me get a kiss. Let me get a kiss. Like, we watching TV. Then she be mad when people, or she don't be mad. She'll be like,
She don't get mad.
she'll just be like, ugh, so you don't want to show me, you don't want me to show you love? That's how it be? That's how it is? That's how you feel? Like, if we watching TV, why is you trying to come over there and mess with people? I get it. So that'll make people feel like, dang, son, I was just being rude. Like, you don't want to take people for granted, because God give you people for a reason in your life, and you don't want to take them for granted. But sometimes when you tell
I don't
people,
look at it being rude. I'ma just keep saying what I have to say.
so when you're just sitting there and you're watching TV and y'all quiet, and somebody just come out the blue, Let me kiss you. Let me kiss on you. Let me do this. You want cuddle? You want to cuddle? Like, and then when Eric will be in the car. We'll be in the car. This her. Why? Why you gotta do all that? You can't just drive. Like, my mind be somewhere totally different. She got to rub on you and all that. Like, why? But it's okay.
It's all good.
Sometimes
I'm
it's
starting
okay.
to get better with that. I'm trying to get better with it.
Yo, it was a fight in the day. Imagine somebody, you go to give them a hug and they pushing you off, and it's getting a little better.
It's good, I
Them
know.
two right there.
She every day, all day.
Always
Not-
want-
All
Not
day.
every-
Not
This-
every
okay,
day, and
y'all.
not all day. She want a hug
Not every day.
and kiss on
Oh,
you.
you lucky.
And stuff. If you laying down and start to just one night I was asleep, halfway asleep evidently, and she came in the room. And she had the hug and kiss on me and stuff. I said, "Oh, I'm half asleep."
That's the stuff. And you say not every day. I need to do what you do because it's every day for me. It's every day. Like, she make me feel bad because I'm not that affectionate. But then sometimes I just be like, whatever, dog. Do what you gonna do. I can't
But
stop.
I always tell them.
That's what she got Sky for though, because Sky is just like her.
And then she wanted to know why Sky always coming on because you always
Sky is just like you, affectionate.
And we be chilling too.
You do, but then you get mad because you gonna come to me only to get rubbed. But that's what her affectionate is. Her getting rubs.
But to my offense, I always tell them, I say, if you not smiling, that mean if you stop smiling, that mean I'ma stop. And they be smiling and happy and laughing, so I figure they okay.
Cause we goofy, son. We goofy, and you just be doing the most, son. But it's all good, son. It's all good.
I don't know how we get to my affectionates, but
Cause
go ahead,
that's
my
it's
mama
about.
was
It's
talking
called.
about
That's
affection.
what she was talking about you, and it came to you. You.
So was y'all affectionate when y'all was younger? Mom, did you grow up with affectionate around you?
I want to say somewhat. Now, you know when you go to by family and around family, everybody gonna hug and kiss on you and glad to see you and stuff and all that. Like, but in our household, I can't remember a lot of affection stuff going on. But we knew we loved everybody in the house. You know, you knew what you know and stuff. But to get a lot of that hugging and kissing on you and
All day, every day.
It's not all day, every day. You gonna have the people out here thinking all day, every day. All I'm doing is walking around hugging and kissing
All right,
people.
all right. We be up for what? About 14 hours, 15 hours out the day. All right, about 8 of those it'd be like
Probably not. Now she exaggerating. So that means most of the time I'm just walking around the house looking to hug and
No,
kiss
you're not
somebody.
doing that.
This girl is an exaggerator.
you're not doing that. But yeah, coming up as a child, we had affection in our home and stuff. And y'all know, like I always tell y'all, we had a nice sized family in our home because, you know, just come from a big family. But if you
She
around
said
a
nice
family,
size. How many siblings you had, ma?
I have 6. I had 6 siblings. From all I can remember, and I know when I was smaller, my older brother probably lived in the house with us, but you know, from what I can remember, he didn't and stuff. But and of course, you know, my older sister lived in the house with my mama, and she lived with my mama from the day she came into the world to the day she left out the world and stuff. So we had a lot of people in the house, and my mama still had 6 of her kids in the house with her, you know. And plus, my older sister had her 3 kids and stuff. It was enough for them. We used to
But I
sit
think
up.
Explain it in my household. Me growing up, nope. We played, but me and my sister time was video games, watching wrestling, watching the Saints, watching the Pelicans when we.
And sometimes
But-
when I tickle her a lot.
Yeah, that too. But that was about it. It wasn't the stuff that she do today. There's some new stuff. I don't know
What you
where.
mean?
And it ain't bad, baby. It ain't bad.
I've been like
That's
that
why
for
I've
years.
been
You ain't never been kissy and cuddly and all that.
I know, but
Because
it
we've
ain't
been
bad.
working. We were scratching and surviving out here.
It ain't bad that you're like that at
No, it's
all.
not.
Not bad.
Anybody that's like that is not a bad thing.
It's not.
But
It's
you got to
not.
learn to read the room sometime. Read the
I
room.
do read the room,
No, you
and you be
don't.
looking sad, so I just be trying to
You
bring
be
that
trying
joy
to bring
on
If
that
there.
you're watching,
happiness smile on the face, huh?
the thing is, if I'm watching TV and we watching a show that's gonna make me cry, we should. You want me to be sitting
It
there
don't be
smiling
shows
when
that's
somebody?
gonna make you cry. Sometimes you be sitting there, and you know how you watching TV sometimes, and sometimes her mind will just disappear, and I don't know what's going on up there. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good that I don't know, cause that's her mind. It's supposed to happen up there, but she'll be sitting there and all of a sudden, you know how some people get a certain facial expression. I don't know what be going on in her mind, but it look like
Sometimes I don't
it
even
look
know.
like she be needing some love, my to be honest with you. She just be needing a little love and attention, cause she'll be like this. Then she go to making a sad frown face and be mean
Well, why
mugging.
you be stalking me that hard, son?
Cause you my sister. And I
If we
love you.
watching TV, why you looking
We
at
don't
my
always
face
be
that
watching
hard?
TV. We could be driving somewhere. We could be doing whatever. And I say, okay, something in my sister mind. Let me help my sister out a little bit. And then she start laughing. And
But
then
as a entirety of a family, I come from, y'all know I tell y'all all the time, my mama family, we're a large family.
mm-hmm.
My mama had 5 sisters, 6 brothers. And everybody had children. I remember the time that we used to gather in my grandmother's backyard. My grandmother stayed on one side, my auntie stayed on the other side. So we had a whole backyard. We used to just have fun. And everybody was happy to see everybody all the time. And sometimes it was like every Saturday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just seeing
I
each
used to
other
like
last
2, 3
weekend.
We were just glad to see each other. I'm gonna tell y'all with that. That was family. That was family. I really tell y'all that was true family right there. The family on my mama's side is really a good family. I love my family over it. Now, do some of them get on my nerves, or some of them aggravate me, or some of them act crazy? Yeah, but who ain't gonna hear that?
Right.
their
Every
family.
family got those.
Right.
But she not lying. Her family is some of them is fun to be around because they very
Really is.
encouraging, very motivation, very positive. Like, and I love being around them. But you got some. We ain't gonna speak on those. But I still love them though. See, that's me just giving out the love, son. To when I don't even agree with how you move, what you doing, that's your life at the end of the day, and you gotta accept people for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just because of you can't just be like I accept you if you do what I do. No, if they do the opposite of you, just don't be around them, especially if it's bad for your lifestyle.
Right. But if I see I'm like this. If you doing something and it's wrong, I know how to remove myself away from you.
That part.
But if you doing something, and most of the time I don't know what a lot of people do because I really don't be keeping up or
That
try to keep
part.
up. But what I'm about
Isn't
to
life
say
easy
is,
that way?
what I'm about to say is, if someone is doing something and they hurting someone else, then I will probably say something, like voice my opinion, because now it's somebody else versus you doing it to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that'd be the whole thing. But with love, when I tell you, I realize as who I am today, because 10 years from now, I may be saying something totally different. But who I am today, I realize that I didn't love myself when I was younger.
Right. That's a good one because I didn't either. I don't know when the journey started of self love for me. I can't really. I think it just grew over time, especially when I jumped out of my insecurity levels. I would say like all of my teenage years, definitely heavy insecurity, and maybe some of my early 20s to probably about 23, 24 years old. Certain insecurities I had, but as I started living life more and more, like doing stuff, hanging around certain people, hanging around certain friends, showing me certain things, and just like going on vacations, and just when you start that journey of, like, for me, no, I didn't pray every single day, but when you start your journey of prayer, in the beginning, you start understanding the love for yourself more. You start seeing yourself in a different light. You know what I mean? So it's to the point where that love is so real to nobody can't tell you nothing that could knock you off that self-love train at the end of
Right.
the day. Because for me, my self-love is loving my body for what it is. Do I know the truth about myself? Yes. But just because somebody said it don't mean I'm gonna sit there and mope about it. Just because you or you don't like it don't mean I'm gonna sit there and be like, maybe they don't like this. So that's also me living for other people's standards. When you self-love yourself, you could care less what other people have to say about you. Cause everybody go always somebody go always have an opinion
Right.
on how you move. And it's not just about your body, it's about your life choices, your decisions that you make in life, and things that you do in life, and the career path that you chose for yourself. Just because they wouldn't do it, they'll put judgment on it. But at the end of the day, it's not about what others think, it's about what you think, and only you.
Right. But to add to what you're saying, self love, yes, is about what you think and how you feel about yourself. But that don't mean go out there and disrespect others.
Yeah, no, no.
Because you have some people, they'll take it as, okay, I self love myself and I'm going out here like this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that.
But you're going to
But
test somebody else, though.
right, you
Then
going.
that's not really self-love because
What I was saying was, say, like, for instance, like, because you love yourself and you love and you accept yourself, that don't mean go to a kid event and be dressed half naked. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, in other words, I just use that as an example. There's so many other examples. Don't go disrespect somebody else, because self-love also mean that you love yourself enough to respect others and boundaries of others and understand others as well. So self-love is a whole journey of accepting not only you, but also accepting others' love towards themselves and whatever environment they created.
right. Self-love, if you have to tear somebody down to make yourself feel good,
Oh,
that is not
that's
self-love.
self-love,
That's
right?
still, you have a lot of self-hate, a lot of self-insecurities, and a lot of I don't know, just abomination at the end of the day.
She said
Because
abomination.
you gotta tear somebody down and you be like, cause I love myself. I love this about myself. But then you sitting there,
And
cause
disrespect.
this and this and got this, and look at how he dressing, and look how she dressing, and look at this, and oh, that's bad. You don't self-love yourself, because at the end of the day, you point out
You're not going
everything
to
you
judge nobody else.
right. You is pointing out everything you don't like in yourself. That's how I feel. I feel like when people
Or
talk
what
about
you
people,
think people is saying about you.
right?
Oh, that's one of the ones that when you sit down and worry yourself, oh, what this one think about me? What this one said? Or what's they talking about me? You got to understand that that's not what you supposed to do. You self-love yourself. No matter what nobody else say or think or feel about you, it ain't that. It's about the love you have for yourself.
That self-love is, and it all start with learning. And if you stick your head in that Bible and really read about the unfailing love that God have for you, and understanding his love for you and Jesus' love for you, then you will understand your love for yourself. Can't
Right.
nobody tell you about the love that you have for yourself but God. Yes, like you'll have your parents or your grandparents or your aunties be sitting there, or your older siblings will tell you, you're a beautiful young princess, you're a beautiful young queen. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing for them to build it up in you. But when you start reading that Bible and you learning, like, everything you look at as an imperfection in yourself, God look at it as a perfection. You know what I'm saying? So yes, the people that say the word perfect doesn't work, doesn't exist. It exists in God's eyes, because
Right.
each and every last one of us was built, and he designed each and every last one of us perfectly in his eyes. He knew how all of us was gonna look from the moment we was born to the moment we died. He even know how our souls go look when we, you know what I'm saying, come to see him. So it's no such thing as basically an imperfection in you. You may think that about yourself, but I don't agree with that. That's something I don't agree with nobody. I don't care what's wrong with you. There is no imperfection. Because when God, so if you saying you have imperfection, to me, you telling God you did a bad job on your art. And I ain't that brave. I ain't sitting there telling God nothing like that. I ain't telling him you did a bad job with me. The way my body built, the way my face looked, the way my hair looked. Yeah, my hair crazy. But you know that's another subject.
Aggravate. She talking about some of her health.
But you just gotta accept you. You
You
gotta
do.
accept yourself first if you want other people to accept you. Because when you accept yourself, you know which rooms you're supposed to walk into. You know what doors when you walk in there, what rooms you are accepted into and which rooms you're not accepted into. Because the ones that you're not accepted into, you definitely gonna learn that quick.
Right.
You're not gonna sit there and waste your time. And I'm big on my time. Don't waste it.
Big on your time, huh?
I'm big on my time. Do
Ain't no
not
wrong.
waste my time. Because that, and I had to learn that too. Don't let people just waste your time. Learn
Right.
your time.
And also, like with me, with love on my love journey, it was one of those where in the beginning, it was so many things you had to like untangle on your journey.
Right.
So it was so much I had to untangle, and you sit there and you like, wow, I didn't. And people be like, okay, so you ain't love that about yourself, and you ain't love that. It was deeper than that. You got to realize like some things you may encounter when you young and you growing, and like when I was young, so many people used to tell me, you have some pretty eyes. You have some pretty eyes. I used to hear that so much till before you know it, I didn't like them. Because I go, for some reason, it became an insecurity. Like,
Why?
I don't know. I was just a kid, and people always like, that used to be something when I go places and I be with my parents or wherever we be. And
How
people,
many kids you do that to? Because I didn't heard you say that about kids. Oh, their
What?
eyes so pretty.
yeah, but I'm not always every time I see them. Sometimes it be some of the same people when I see them. They used to
Now
say,
that's alert,
So-
alert, alert, alert.
you know how you'll see a kid and you be like, oh, they got some pretty eyes, and you got some beautiful eyes, and that be it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it'd be over and over. So as time went on, it was my
Why
eyes.
you looking in my eyes that deep? Every time you see me, that's alert.
Because when you was a baby, your eyes
I
used to change colors,
Uh-huh.
and everybody loved your eyes to the part that they. I guess that was the part that probably got to you and got on.
Alert, alert.
It's that when you was a baby, your eyes used to just change colors, and your grandma Annie used to be amazed with that.
They stopped when I got a little bit older because I remember they did used to change. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be like, bruh. So every time somebody would see me,
That was God, son.
So it became a insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he took it from you.
and I was like, I don't like this. You know what I'm
And
saying?
he took it
Yeah,
from
he
you
did.
because you told him he did a bad job.
But I was a
Oh,
kid.
I get
probably,
that. I
probably
get
was like
that.
6.
It's not that she told him it was a bad job.
It just was I ain't tell him that.
No,
It was just me as a
no.
kid. I
You
was
said I don't like it. Meaning what I don't like it mean when you talking to an artist.
wait, what?
When you're talking to an artist, if somebody say I don't like it, that mean it wasn't.
But anyway,
I
I was a
feeling
kid and I wasn't
She
feeling.
rage baiting you.
You see it, huh? She trying. So right now the conversation is with me and you. With you, because you was about to say something before she started the rage beating.
I really wasn't raised bait. I'm just saying. See, people don't like it when you just speak your facts.
I didn't say God. I don't like that. All I was.
You ain't said the words exactly, but in so many words. But you was a kid. I don't think he was mad. He said, since this is an insecurity for my child, I'm going to take it
He
away.
probably did. He probably was like, oh, this is really eating my child up. Let me take these color changes.
Tearing her apart.
Oh, She going for.
The world get to see.
Uh-huh.
They could see, son. This ain't this what this about. This is what this
Mother daughter
about.
conversation.
This is
But go
just
ahead,
how
man.
conversations go. Now you're a beautiful butterfly, just like your shirt said.
Yo, I don't know if it say all that, but you know,
They
The
got a
butterfly
butterfly and they
and
got
it
the
say
word beautiful.
so it say butterfly beautiful.
Beautiful butterfly.
That's the way.
Take it how you want.
And
But
she gonna
I
put it
know-
how she want.
I put it how I want. Now
We-
go
we-
ahead, mama. My
don't-
precious
I don't-
queen.
You didn't
Go ahead.
made her forget what she wanted
I
to
sure
talk
did.
about.
This is because you say your grandma. They used to be so amazed by your eyes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, her grandma Annie, your daddy, mama. Oh Lord, she loved the shoot. She loved the Ronnie eyes. She used to always be amazed by Ronnie eyes and wait to see when they change colors and all that kind of stuff. I used to
Creepy.
say, Lord, and
Not
I didn't know
the-
that was something that you didn't really care about. They used, I guess, because everybody used to always come to you. Let me see them eyes change colors as you was getting older and stuff. They probably was coming to you. Let me see
Now
them eyes.
that's just creepy. Alert, alert. I go.
So they stop. If they ever do it again when I get older, I'd be like, okay, well, they back. You know what I'm saying? But it was just
Would it be something that you'll be insecure now about?
No, because now I understand my space. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
could be like, step back. Yeah, my space.
So if the same people keep coming to you, be like, alert, alert, alert.
Gotta watch out.
Gotta watch out for the same people keep smiling in my face. That was-
I knew they had changed, but you know when it was happening, like I didn't know at the time that they was changing colors. That's why
what colors they used to change to?
I don't know because everybody was amazed by them, but I didn't know at that time. It's just that people will always say it, but I didn't know until I got older and heard people talk about how my eyes used to change colors when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? But at the time when people kept saying my eyes, I didn't know they was changing colors. And that's why people were so intrigued of them. All
You
I
probably
knew-
was able to see into the future.
That's my sister. That's your daughter.
I'm just saying, son. That's crazy. I did not know that about you, son. I
Oh,
did
you
not
just-
know. I know you always said because you still do have pretty eyes. It's just I thought it was the eyes that you had now. I didn't know your eyes changed color. This some new stuff to me. But you were supposed to yell alert, alert when the same people kept coming to you. You supposed to tell mama like, look, this grown person keep telling me my eyes is. They just told me this yesterday, and they told me that 2 days ago. You supposed to tell her.
But I didn't know at the time that they was changing colors. That's what I'm saying.
But if the same people keep coming to you, you were supposed to yell. What you supposed to yell?
Alert. Where you get this shot from?
That's just creepiness right
So,
there.
mama, besides the pacer that we hear upstairs, she can't wait to get out. You hear her back and forth. She trying to get out. But you raising your kids is something I remember the trend that was going on TikTok or on one of
What's
them apps.
trend?
I'm about to tell you. I was just about to say it. But it was a trend going on, and it'd be like when they have their kids, and they'll say the way they think I see them, but it'd be like them as a grown person, and the moms would be like how I actually see them. Do you be like that? I wanted to ask you that a couple of weeks ago.
Do you
What
still
you
see?
mean?
Do you still do? Like we think you see us as the adults
That we are.
that we are, but do you still see us as the kids?
When you look at us, sometimes
And
you
the
still see
babies.
because
the
there's
kids and the babies when you first had us, when we was coming up. Is that what
Now
you
can
see?
can I remember when y'all was babies and come up with now all I see y'all as adults.
Oh, so you don't be like the mamas when they be like how my children think, basically how my children think I see them now, and they be grown adults with their own families or whatever it is,
Or just grown teenagers?
right? And then, but they be like, but how I really see them, and then they'll come back with like a flashback video when they was small, or little kids, you
But
know.
no, I always like now I see y'all just as what y'all are. Y'all are the grown adults.
Oh, okay. So my mama, she wouldn't even got on that trend.
She wouldn't have, because she see us as adults. Y'all heard that. My mom don't see me as no kid. Because I do grown woman things out here in these streets. I'm just playing. Back to topic.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Where she come from? So, this
God,
always been her.
God gave me to mama for a reason.
He
He
left.
knew she could handle it. Cause all mamas couldn't handle me. I'm telling you now.
Probably couldn't.
They couldn't. Girl, you
They
oughta
probably
drove
couldn't.
people crazy. He gave me to her. He was like, you got this one. I don't think this person over here can handle it. None of your sisters couldn't handle it. I knew that for a fact. Me being this person. Name one of your sisters that could have handled my personality.
Gladys.
She was old school though. She would have been
Gladys.
more strict, probably. I don't know. Would she have been more strict?
I think
She would have
Gladys.
been strict and she would have been homeless. That's how I probably would have played out.
Gladys. If it was any sister I had to choose, I would say Gladys.
Girl, we probably would have had fun. I probably would have loosened her up a little bit. You know.
Yeah, you
I stopped
probably
talking
would
about my
have.
sister because she wasn't like she was
No, I remember the Auntie Gladys. I remember going to project. She always was dancing with a beer in her hand.
She had to add the bill on the podcast.
Is it a lie?
you know, it's the truth though. It's the truth. That was
She
what
always
liked
was dancing. Like that's the Auntie Gladys I
what she
remember.
liked.
She loved to dance, but
and loved it, baby. That's why see her and my uncle Al. But I remember having Christmas parties, him and her be dancing and Al be spinning her all the way around and they be doing the most. I said, what? And nobody fell, nobody did nothing. I mean, they would be cutting the rug.
Lit party.
ooh, cutting the rug. That's
Cutting
what
the rug.
y'all used to say that back in the day.
Uncle
That's a
Al
good
and,
one.
and my sister Gladys. Oh,
One
that's
that
So
actually-
every time they dance, they had to go buy a new rug, huh? Cutting that rug up like that.
Gladys and Al used to be,
And I know our topic was on love, embracing love. All this is
It's
that.
love. All
But
this is
we
love talking.
also, with our podcast, we also
We
just-
jump off topic sometime.
all the time.
All
but
the
we
time,
basic
still
because
be
we
kinda
talking about
the
us.
same thing, but just through something else.
Right. We just our podcast is basically us, whether we inspiration to others, giving out information, family. You thought I was lying? I've been heard of.
And the girl
She won't out that joint.
You ready?
going ham up there. She can't
'Cause
wait.
it's that time.
It's time for her to eat.
So see, we even bring up Sky sometimes. Some of y'all have seen her already because she didn't, boy, then rain up in here on us a couple of times. But I just be, when I think back, like what I was saying, like that was one insecurity. And I've been grew from that, like a long time ago. But I was just bringing up how you have insecurities, and when you get older, that's why I was going at with that story.
Yeah.
And when you get older, you'll look back and be like, that really wasn't an insecurity. But I had to learn how to love myself to know, like, wasn't nothing wrong with my eyes. I was just, and what it came down to me was my insecurity was attention. I didn't never, even to this day, y'all know me, like, I didn't like all the attention.
Yeah.
So I think that's what played a huge part in when everybody used to talk about my eyes. I didn't like all that attention.
Mine was my insecurity. It's not that no more because I'm like, it is what it is at this point. That I could do about it was my breast. That was a big insecurity because it was a notice to a lot of people. I should have been yelling alert, alert
Right,
to some
you
of the
shoulda.
people that was bringing it to my attention. Like, I knew my breast was big. Why you looking at them like that?
Right, grown people, huh?
Grown people.
Yeah,
I
you
should have been yelling.
high
I'm telling
alert.
you to yell alert. I should have been yelling alert. Heck.
Right.
But yeah, that was a big insecurity of mine because it was always like one person was like, you ever think if you lose weight? And that point, I wasn't even really that big. I was still a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, if you think if you lose weight, your breasts will go down because you shouldn't be walking around with big breasts like that. Like, at this point, now you're telling God what to do. You think I went there and prayed to God and be like, God, just give me big breasts. I didn't ask for this. He gave it to me. It was an insecurity, but at the end of the day, I'm cool with it. Me,
Mm-hmm.
it is a part of me. I accepted them a long time ago. They mine. So
My, you ever had an insecurity that you had to turn around and realize that you had to love it? Like I love my eyes now.
one that you should have had to see alert, alert. You had to yell alert for any of them because people bringing it to your attention. That
No,
shouldn't
not that
be.
I could think of. No,
You ain't had to yell alert because we should have yelled it, me and her, because the same people telling you the same stuff over and over again.
nope, not that I
Oh,
could
so
think
you
of.
just didn't have no insecurities.
I think from small, I ain't never worried about what somebody said or somebody said about me or did about me. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. How would I put this? Now I did and I do. I ain't gonna say I did. I do have a sibling. And sometimes y'all know try to make you feel insecure about yourself, but she just didn't know she had the wrong one. I ain't never felt that. I always felt who I am, and I love who I am to the fullest, to the fullest, and stuff. So no, I
Most of the
really
time,
know.
when people try to make you feel insecure
Yeah,
about
about yourself.
themselves, they be insecure about themselves. Hurt
And
people
that's not,
hurt people.
Yeah,
exactly, that's
and
not
that's
on
something
you.
I try to. No, not me. I used to always just not. I couldn't do that because
And my insecurity with the eye situation really wasn't nothing to be insecure
scared
about.
about.
But
It's
you ain't
just
know as a
I
kid.
just didn't like all that attention.
Right,
Like
it wasn't.
I used to pray when we went somewhere. Don't say nothing about my eyes. Don't say nothing about my eyes. And every time, then you have to put on that little fake smile, like. But you know, I was a kid. Like I said,
They call it the nice one. See, God gave you those eyes because I'd be like, didn't you tell me that already? You know, that'll probably been my response to
but you ain't
people.
say that to the people that say something about
I
you.
always defended myself on my breast. I used to be like, what, you want them or something? Or you hating on them? You know what I'm saying?
You should be asking those grown people what you want them or something. What is wrong with you?
It wasn't always grown people.
Oh,
It
okay.
was,
I'm about to
sometimes it
say.
was kids. No, like
I'm about to
I
say,
had
No,
like
Mama.
one or
probably with
two.
some kids like when she
It
was
was
in church or
especially going to
school.
school, church and school. It was like, especially school, like it used to be bad at school because you know at school ain't no church, ain't nobody care what they said at school,
Right.
especially living in New
Every
Orleans.
curse word from A to Z, huh? Yeah, Mama, you already know I cursed when I was in school.
Girl,
But it wasn't like nonstop. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
you
it
know
is
what funny
when.
when you was a kid? How, especially I don't meet, be cursing up a storm. I
Right,
get
but
home,
not one
I
curse
not
word.
one curse word came out my mouth.
Now you can say
That's how you
perfect
knew it was
sentences.
wrong because you ain't
Uh-huh.
want to say it at home,
Perfect sentences at home.
right?
At least New Orleans sentences. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy, boy, boy. But I remember when you first caught me cursing. That girl was like, "What you said?" And at that point, I just stopped caring, and I just cursed around you all the time. I was like, "I don't care no more."
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I was on the bus.
And sometimes coming up as kids.
That's when people always called me.
Because I was on the bus and you had missed the, so you know how they got the St. Cloud bus? It passed in front Colton. And while the bus I was on, you know, I don't know, ooh, them bus drivers, they was dirty. So the bus I was on, Colton had let out, but they didn't stop. So she was standing on the
It had
curb.
to be Douglas, cause at Colton, I rode the school bus.
No, so it had to be Douglas.
Yeah, cause at Colton, I
She
rode.
basically cussed the bus out. I know it was one of them schools, so it probably was Douglas. She cussed the school bus out,
You mean that's the
the
RTA?
RTA out. She cussed Rita out.
Cause them bus drivers was dirty.
They did. I
Son.
ain't like when they did that because they used to do that to us when we was in school. What you was about to say, ma?
I forgot.
Oh,
Yeah, they used to be doing people dirty, boy. Rita, I used to go.
you was saying something about in
Oh.
school. You used to curse too in school,
Girl,
She just want people to believe she was like the
right?
perfect
I'm
angel
not
child.
gonna say I was the perfect angel child, but y'all know how many years y'all asking me to go back? I don't remember that.
You know how many years it is for us?
It ain't as many as it is for me though.
You right. You right. It's about double for V and triple for me on which you went to school, but still.
I just don't remember. I just remember. I don't know. I just remember different stuff, different ways and stuff. I never was. I never was one of those that. And I imagine they had some there now that people would bully and do all that stuff to. But that wasn't me. I just think because
Right.
when I was,
And the thing about it,
I think they tried it in middle school, but it didn't work because anybody was bullying
yeah,
me.
right. I didn't back down. Like elementary,
You
I don't
think
think
that?
I think I went through it. I always went through it when I was the new kid.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I got to high school, I didn't really go through it. But like when I got to Nelson, I went through it. Then when I left Nelson and went to Edison, I went through it. And every time I had to fight. Every time.
I ain't have it in
And
the elementary at all, but I got tried in junior and at McDonald 28, but I didn't succeed because I wasn't like the girl. You know who my sister was? Dee Dee. So no, I ain't do that. But when we got to
see, you had Auntie Didi. I had
John
her.
Mack, when I got
What
to
you saying
John
that
Mack,
like that for?
You wasn't there with me, son.
Dee Dee wasn't in McDonald 28 with me either, but still,
She was
she just,
known.
yeah. But when I got to John Mack, I think it was more because my cousins, two of my cousins was top football players in the school, and everybody knew that was cousin, it was Ken, and when you this one, you know what I'm saying. So I ain't never had that situation going on. I got tried, like I said, in middle school, but I ain't. God no.
I think middle school was the last time somebody tried me. They tried me out here when I came after Katrina, but it wasn't. See, their trial was something different. There was this, the people, some of the people, but mostly, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm lying. South Carolina too. So it did happen in high school. It happened in high school, but it wasn't like it was all throughout. It was somebody tried, I snapped, I clicked out, I never had to go through it again.
Thank God you love yourself not, so nobody don't take you to that point, huh?
Right.
Right, you don't have to go through that now, baby.
You gotta let them. You gotta let them sing with the birds on that one.
Yeah, they could have it at that
They
point.
could be like they be sounding like Charlie Brown. Wah
Wah,
wah wah
wah,
wah
wah,
wah.
wah.
I don't be
Right.
hearing it.
So no, I probably didn't really do the self love when I was coming up, but it may have already been in me because I had to go through things and do things and stuff, and I guess it was in me, and I guess that just come from my mama showing how strong she was as who she was as a mama, a single mama, and she did an awesome job, and I guess it just got it from my mama.
Got it from her mama.
She get it from her mom.
But also when you self love yourself, it also teach you like what type of company you want to keep around you and
Facts.
don't want around you.
Facts.
Because when you love yourself and you vibrating at a higher frequency, you be trying your hardest, and you don't notice it, but you be removing yourself from a lot of low vibration because you understand like it's pulling you down. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Well, today that's going to conclude our episode of accepting love and many different type of loves. So we want to thank y'all for watching our video. Make sure you hit that like, that share, and that subscribe and post notification bell. But also make sure you love yourself. Make sure you fall in love with you, the internal part of you, not just the outer part. Like that internal part of you is going to shine bright when you start learning how to love yourself, treat yourself. That's going to also teach you on how to showing people how you should be loved and how you want to be loved. So make sure you always fall in love with the internal part of you and just accept God's love. Because when you accept God's love, it will take you so far in life. So we want to thank y'all for watching this episode. We love y'all. We thank y'all. And right now we sitting at 110 subscribers.